Yo, what's going on, boys? I just wanted to hop on here and make a super quick 10 HP Kalphite Queen guide. I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible and just get straight to the point. Before I get started though, I just want to clarify that this is not for Ironman. This is only for main 10 HP accounts. So if you are interested in me making a 10 HP Ironman bossing series where I go through different bosses and see if they're possible on a 10 HP Ironman, please let me know. That's something I want to do for a while, and if you guys want to see it, I'm super down. Alright, so before we get started, here's all the timestamps for the different parts of the guide if you want to jump around. I'll also have these in the description. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the Kalphite Queen mechanics. And this is going to be specifically related to 10 HP Kalphite Queen. So there's two different phases, and they both attack with range and magic. That means if you step anywhere near this Kalphite Queen with your 10 HP account, you're probably going to get one shot and die. So when you're killing this boss with your 10 HP account, you do not have to do any damage on the first phase. You only have to do damage on the second phase to get the kill. Basically, the method involves venging and recoiling with an ult, and then you'll get your one damage with your cannon on the second phase of Kalphite Queen. Now, Kalphite Queen is very similar to KBD in the fact that it will destroy your cannon after a certain amount of time after you set it up. Now, this is a completely random amount of time, but the only thing you need to make sure you do is that you at least get one hit with your cannon. If you don't get a hit with a cannon, you'll have to go back and get a new one and try again. You have to do at least one damage. Now, since this method also involves using ults, the more ults that you have using Venge and Recoil, obviously the more kills you get an hour. So you'll see during this video, we had either 3 or 4 people casting Venge and Recoils on Kalphite Queen. Alright, so for the gear for the 10 HP account, what you wear doesn't really matter that much as long as you have some kind of decent range bonus so your cannon can hit. Remember, it only has to hit once, so your range bonus doesn't really matter too much. So I just have a budget gear, as you can see here. The important things that you want to bring is in the inventory. You want an antidote because you might get poisoned, stamina potion for running back and forth, ranging potion to help increase your cannon's chance of hitting, and a prayer potion because you're going to be protecting from melee from the Kalphite Guardians outside. Obviously your cannon and cannonballs. I also bring a construction cape, but I just use that as a teleport to house, so you can switch that out for house tabs. 2 ropes to get into the lair and all the way down into where the Kalphite Queen is. I bring a few chocolate cakes just to eat on my 10 HP account unless I don't turn my prayer on in time. I also have a shanty pass to get into the desert. Now, it's not shown here, but you need to make sure you have a waterskin in your inventory. Once again, make sure you bring a waterskin. And then the rest of your inventory is just going to be filled with some kind of high level food that you're going to be giving to your ult. I chose to use sharks in this case. Now for the ult, it's even more simple than a 10 HP account. You don't want to be wearing anything at all because you want to take as much damage as possible from the Kalphite Queen when you're using your Venge. I also have rings of recoil because that will just provide a little bit of extra damage. You can bring a ring of suffering, but I didn't bother with this. You'll want to have a rune pouch with cast vengeance runes, which is earth runes, astral runes, and death runes. I also bring a ring of dueling for a teleport to Alcarid to quickly get back and forth. 2 ropes, just like I said. If you do have your elite desert diary, you do not need to bring ropes, but I do not have that on this account. Like I said, that water skin, very important, and of course the shanty pass just to get into the desert. The rest of your inventory should just be filled with some kind of good food. For this video, I just went ahead and decided to use sharks. Alright, so now let's talk about how to get to Kalphite Queen if you've never done it before. I just use a ring of dueling and teleport to the duel arena because it's very simple. And then all you need to do is run south until you get to the desert entrance.
Massive, bro.
I got you. Forgot a fucking water skin! Ugh! Go through that, and then you're just going to want to run west until you find this little hole you can use a rope on and jump down in there. Then, since you're a 10 HP account, you don't have the elite desert diaries done, so you just need to follow this super long path all the way around. Make sure you put on Protect from Melee when you get towards the end of the tunnel because you might get hit by some Kalphite Guardians. Once you get up to the lair, you can leave your 10 HP account right here and they'll be safe. The 10 HP account does not need to go down all the way to Kalphite Queen yet because they only need to come in at the end to place down their cannon. So you can leave your 10 HP account here and you can go all the way down into the bottom of the lair with your ults. Alright, so the next part of the video is going to be talking about luring the Kalphite Queen into the correct position so that you can Venge and Recoil with your ults correctly and also place your cannon down later with your 10 HP account without getting aggroed by the Kalphite Queen. Alright, so first off, get the aggro of the Kalphite Queen. Then you're going to want to pull her all the way southeast along this wall. Once she's gotten close to you, then you're going to want to run back northwest And you want the Kalphite Queen to get stuck on this little middle structure right here, and you want your alt to be standing in this tile right here. Now it's very important that the Kalphite Queen is as far west as she can go without attacking you, because your 10 HP account is going to be running in from the east to place their cannon down, and you don't want the Kalphite Queen to aggro you. So get the Kalphite Queen as far west as possible without attacking you. Once the Kalphite Queen is set up in this position, you are ready to start the method. Now that you got the Kalphite Queen set up in the correct position, you are now ready to start venging with your alts. The method is very simple and very self-explanatory. Basically cast Venge on all your accounts, make sure all your accounts have recoils equipped, and then on the account that Kalphite Queen is aggroed on, step 1 square west and then go back into the safe spot. Kalphite Queen will cast an attack that will hit all of the accounts that are standing on that tile. So all of your Venges and all your recoils will pop. Once your Venge is ready to go again, step back out and repeat. You basically just keep doing this until the first phase is killed. Then once the first phase is killed, you want to lower that health, probably to around halfway with Venge, and then you're ready to come on and place your cannon on the 10 HP account. Make sure you are protecting from melee, you sipped your ranging pot, and you have your highest range bonus prayer activated. Then you're going to want to run and place your cannon in this exact tile right here. Once you place the cannon down, fire the cannon and then run back east and go back up the rope, or just stand right next to that rope in this little square. If you stand on this tile right here, the Kalphite Queen will not hit you. Watch your XP tracker and wait for a range XP to drop, and make sure you can watch on your alts, but make sure that the cannon damage is on the Kalphite Queen and not on any of the Kalphite Guardians in the lair. It's very important that there aren't any Kalphite Guardians in the way so that the cannon actually hits the Kalphite Queen itself. Once the Kalphite Queen has been hit at least once by the cannon, you are good to go. The 10 HP account can either pick up the cannon if you don't want to run back and get a new one, or they can just go back up the rope to safety. Now for the rest of your accounts, you can just continue to Venge and Recoil like we talked about earlier until the Kalphite Queen is dead. And that's basically it. You will get your kill count on your 10 HP account, and you are ready to repeat the method. So now what we're going to talk about is how you can re-gear and resupply on your 10 HP account and also on your alts. So the main thing you're going to be focusing on is the alts, because they're going to be taking a lot of damage from the Kalphite Queen while casting Vengeance. So to help supply the alts with food, you can actually use your 10 HP account as a runner to bring food to your alts. So while the alts are fighting the Kalphite Queen, you can run to a bank, grab food, go into the lair, and if you hug this eastern wall and go all the way north, then run south to your alts, you can trade your alts. Make sure the alts do not step outside, or your 10 HP account is going to get one shot along with all your other accounts. You can trade food to whatever accounts need it, and then you can teleport out on your 10 HP account. The Venge alts can continue, and you can grab more food and run back on your 10 HP account and continue to resupply the alts. Now, if your cannon gets destroyed, I talked about this in the KBD guide, but the fastest way to get your cannon back is to use a monastery teleport, and then just run south, talk to the dwarf, get your cannon back, and then teleport back to the duel arena or Alcarid with a glory, and run back in. Basically, the main focus of your 10 HP account is to be there to place his cannon to get that one last hit, but also to bring food to your alts so that you never have to run back down with 3 accounts at once. Your alts will be able to sit there and Venge at all times, and your 10 HP account will just be a food runner and get that last hit with the cannon. After you get the kill on Kalphite Queen, make sure you run all of your alts back over towards the rope and stand on that tile that I talked about was safe, because you don't want them to mess up the lure when you get the Kalphite Queen set back up again. But yeah, that's basically the 10 HP Kalphite Queen method. It's very simple now that we've figured out the exact tiles on where to place the cannon, where to stand for the lure. It's all very simple now. So I just want to give a special shout out to Kid Cajun, Kazas for being my Venge alts and also helping me out through this process. Also shout out to Nafiliad for helping us with this method a little bit. And yeah, if you want to see other 10 HP main bossing guides, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to see a 10 HP Ironman bossing series where I go through various bosses in RuneScape and see if they're possible on a 10 HP Ironman account, please let me know, because that's something, like I said, I'd be very interested in. There will be a 10 HP Ultimate Ironman video coming very soon that will actually involve Slayer for the first time. Also, make sure you join the 10 HP Discord and join our in-game clan called 10 Hit Points. All that will be linked in the description. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.